So guys, today's vlog is going to be just me talking about what happened today. A lot of stuff happened, and it wasn't the best day. Obviously, you can probably tell from the title. I spent it in the hospital. Let me just start at the very beginning. Okay, so if you watch my daily vlogs regularly, you would know that last week I got a bladder infection. I woke up this morning to having a bladder infection, and I thought that it went away, and it was there really strong the first day. The second day it was kind of there. The third day it was kind of there. The fourth day it was like gone. It was just like basically gone. Then it came back, and I just couldn't get it to go completely away. I didn't go to the doctor when I first found out. I didn't get pills. I had a bladder infection before, so I knew I had one. I didn't need to go get tested for it. I already knew that I had a bladder infection, and I knew that I couldn't take the pills that they were going to prescribe me, so I tried to get rid of it by myself, which was stupid. Last night I was having a sore back, and just felt really sore, and I thought that it was because I was packing, because I did a lot of packing yesterday, and I thought just all the work that I was doing was making my back hurt. I do have horrible posture, so all that work plus the horrible posture mixed together, I just thought that that's what was causing my back pain. I went to sleep and woke up at around 6 a.m. in excruciating pain, probably the worst pain that I've ever been in besides labor. It was pretty dang close up there with the pain. I was crying. I was trying not to wake Dan up because he would have to go to work, and I just didn't want to wake him up, and I was just in so much pain. So I finally got myself out of the bed. I was shivering uncontrollably. I could not stop shaking. I was freezing. I could not get warm. I was covered up with so many blankets. I was just so cold. Got myself out of the bed, went to the bathroom, filled up my hot water bottle. It's not in here right now. Filled it up with hot water, obviously, and came back to bed. Tried to put it on my back. Didn't really help much. I couldn't get the pain to go away. Put it on my stomach, where it was like kind of hurting, where like you would get period cramps. It was kind of hurting there, and I just couldn't get the pain to go away. So I was just like really upset. I woke Dan up. I was just like, I really need your help. I can't do this by myself. Like, I'm in so much pain. I'm gonna throw up. Help me. Can you please start the bath for me? Because obviously the hot water bottle wasn't big enough. I needed the hot water, or need like the heat on my front and my back, and I couldn't do that with just the little hot water bottle. So like, please rub me a bath, make it as hot as you can. He did that for me, helped me get in the bath and everything. I was like, I need the puke bail, I need my water, I need something to wipe my face for when I puke. He got it all for me, and then he went back to sleep. I was in there for a while. The water felt like it was ice cold, and it was not even cold at all. Like, it was hot, and I felt like I was cold. I was like, this isn't helping me. This honestly wasn't helping at all. So I'm like, I got out after being in there for maybe like 30 minutes, having it change positions. I'm like, this is not working. This is just making it worse. So I got out. I came back to bed, and I actually found a position that I was semi-comfortable in, and I was able to fall asleep. But within like 5 minutes of me falling asleep, Caden woke up, and I asked Dan to go in there and lay in the bed, put the TV in there for him, just just like so that he's not going to come in here, because I can't take care of him like this. I really need to just rest. Like, I'm in so much pain, I just need to rest. So he went in there, he slept in there, watched Caden, he turned the TV on for him and everything, and then I went back to sleep. I woke up around 11, and I was having the pain like I did before at like 6 o'clock, and I just texted my mom like, Mom, I need you to take me to the hospital. I'm in so much pain. She calls me immediately. She talks to me. She says she's coming as soon as she can. She came pretty quickly, I would say like half an hour after that phone call, and she lives like 15 minutes away, so she came pretty quick. We got Caden ready, put him in the car. We drove to the hospital. I got out, she parked the car, and I went to triage, and I told her everything that was going on about the bladder infection and everything, and she says, you probably have a kidney infection. And I was just like, oh my god, like, I'm probably gonna die. And I'm like, okay, I just, like, yeah. So she checks my blood pressure, and my, whatever that clampy thing is, I don't know what that's for. Blood pressure, I don't know. And my temperature, I didn't have a fever, I don't think, they didn't say I did. And then she gave me a cup to pee in. So I went and I like registered and everything, got my bracelet. I should have had this stuff in here, but I don't want to go get it. I got my bracelet on and went to the bathroom to pee. Obviously it felt like I had to pee so much, and I only peed like that much in the cup. But it was okay because she only needed a little bit anyway. And then I was sitting in the waiting room. Caden was there with my sister, thank God, so she was able to watch him and take him for walks and stuff while I was in the room. She called me back and she said that it was you tested positive for bladder infection, which I already knew. I had a UTI, obviously, but it was just confirmed. And yeah, and then she brought some needles over, and I was like, what are you doing? And she put a thing on, and she's like, we're gonna take your blood. I'm like, ah, no, please don't take my blood. I was like, oh my god. So she put that elasticy thingy right here, or was it here? I forget. And she put it in, and since my veins are so small, I've had horrible experiences with having my blood taken when I was pregnant and everything. She did it and it hurt so bad, and then she had to take it out because she couldn't get it in the right spot. It's not her fault. It's like so many people have done that. It's happened so many times that they can't find my veins. But yeah, she did it, and it was like, and she had to take it out, and then she had to do it again, which makes it worse for me because I'm over here like shaking, freaking out, like so uncomfortable, trying not to look in the pain. I'm like freaking out because I'm not good with having my blood taken, or needles. But yeah, so she did that, and then she finally got the blood taken, and then she instead of taking the thing out, she just left it and put a little thingy on it so that she could put my IV in later. So then she sent me back out into the waiting room. I was waiting out there for a while, and then they called me back again. So then I was put into a room, waited there for a long time. They talked to me, all this stuff, and then they hooked me up to the IV after like pressing on my back and everything, and they hooked me up to the IV. They gave me 2 bags of water, which was saline water, which that's salt water, isn't it? I don't know. I think saline salt water. I don't know why they would fill me with salt water though. Anyway, they said that it was saline, and then they gave me like 3 or 4 different medications, and I don't know what they were. One of them was gravel because I felt really nauseous, and the other one was just medication for the infection, and one was for pain, and I don't know what else. So yeah, I was sitting there on the bed waiting for all this stuff to drip through my IV. My mom ended up leaving because Caden did not want to be at the hospital. A 2, almost 3-year-old at a hospital, like, he was getting really restless, and it wasn't fair to him to have to sit through that. So my mom took Caden and my sister home. Yeah, and then I was sitting there for a long time, and while my mom was gone, like, I was like having a panic attack. Like, I was fine until the first bag of water was empty, and I didn't know it was empty. I knew it was almost empty, and I was just waiting, and I felt something really weird. Like, it felt really, really weird. So I looked down, and blood's coming out of the thing where the water's supposed to be going in, coming out of the tube and going up, and I'm like, hold my arm up like this so all the blood goes back in my arm, and I'm like freaking out, and the doctor's nowhere to be found. I'm like freaking out. There's no call button, there's nothing to push. I'm just like, help me, help me. I'm like on the edge. I couldn't stop moving. I was just like like, I was just like about to puke. So then there's like this little clampy thingy on the, like, I don't know, on the IV, and I like pushed it so that the stuff like could suck it. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just like, this is hurting so bad, so I pushed it so it would clamp the tube, and it immediately stopped hurting, but the blood was still there. So I had to hold my arm up like this. Dude, don't freak me out like that. I had to hold my arm up like this, and I was just like having the biggest panic attack ever. Finally, he walked by. I'm like, dude, like, come here. And he's like, it's fine, I'm just gonna go get you another bag of water. And I'm like, no, I'm bleeding, it's not fine. But he didn't. He was already gone. Like, he literally said that as walking past the door, and I'm like, oh my god, just come back, I need help. Like, blood's coming on my arm. Apparently it was normal. He said it backs up after, but it was not normal to me, because that's not fun. Like, I did not like that. Like, if my mom was there, she could have like walked up. I couldn't even get out of bed because my IV thingy was all hooked up, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. So that was a really bad experience right there. That was bad. I hated that. And then the second one, they really need to put call buttons in their emergency rooms, because that would have been very helpful. But yeah, anyway, the second thing was, obviously I'm getting pumped full of water and I have a bladder infection, so it hit me out of nowhere. I had to pee so bad. Like, 1 minute I was fine, the next I was just like, I need to pee so bad. The guy was not coming back. Again, no call button, and I just was like, oh my god, I'm gonna pee my pants. So I get out of the bed, I'm trying to like drag my IV thingy and all these like all the tubes and stuff through the room and bringing it out, and I'm like, excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom. Do I take this thing with me? Is this fine? And he's like, yeah. And then he put it down so it would go through the door because it was too high. And oh yeah, and I went to the bathroom and then came back, and they gave me my prescription, which my pills are out there. That's another story I'll tell you in a second. I got my prescription, and he took my IV out before the bag was done, so technically I only got 1.5 bags of saline water. But yeah, they took my IV out. I had this like cotton ball thingy on my arm, and I had to like push on it for like 3 minutes because he said if I stopped, blood would go everywhere. So I was holding that thing for like 5-6 minutes. I was pushing on it so hard. I'm like, you better clot up because I'm not having blood everywhere. So that's what happened. And then I left. My mom was not, like, she was on her way back to the hospital. Again, she lives 15 minutes away, so I told her like I'd text her when I was like done. So I told her, and she was coming, so I just walked out, and then I realized it was raining, so I'm like, great. In this meantime, I was in my pajamas. No makeup. I basically look like this but with greasy hair because I took a shower after I came back from the hospital. So I was like a complete mess. I have pimples all over my face. I look like freaking, like, my mom said that she said that I look like a mental patient because I had like that cotton ball thingy on my arm, and I was wearing my pajamas. She's like, you look like a mental patient just wandering around. I'm like, great, thanks Mom, that makes me feel better about myself. But it was probably true because I looked horrible. I look how I feel. I was super pale, paler than I am right now, and yeah, I was pretty much looking not so hot, worse than right now. And anyway, I was walking behind the hospital. It was raining, trying to go to the drugstore to get my prescription. My mom was gonna meet me there, but she ended up picking me up before because I didn't want to walk on the busy street because, first of all, I look really crappy and I didn't want anyone to see me, and third, my mom, if she drove past, she wouldn't be able to stop on the busy road, so she picked me up on the road behind the hospital. I'm all wet, but it didn't really matter because I look like crap anyway, so water ain't gonna do anything. So yeah, that's what happened. We went to the drugstore, got my prescription, got some Advil, which is children's Advil, because the doctor said I could take 4 of the children's Tylenol or Advil or whatever chewables because I can't swallow pills, and he said just take 4 of them for my weight and they'll work just fine. So I'm gonna do that. And the pills are huge. They are absolutely huge. There's no way I can swallow them. I can barely swallow a birth control pill, and for those of you who have taken those before, know that they are tiny, and I even had a hard time swallowing those. It's just, I just can't do it for some reason. Like, I know it's in my throat, and just the fact that I can't chew it before I swallow really screws with my mind. It's like, you can't swallow that, you didn't chew it yet. I don't know if that makes sense. I just can't swallow pills. I've never been able to. I don't even want to. Like, the feeling, it's just not a feeling that I ever want to go through. So yeah, the pills are ginormous. I have to take them twice a day, in the morning with breakfast and then later in the afternoon with supper. So I'm gonna have to crush them up and put them in something, because they said if I don't take them, like, it's really important that I take these and get better, because if I don't, then I'm really gonna have a kidney infection, because my left kidney is like right on the edge of being infected. That's why my back hurts so bad. I don't have a kidney infection, but I almost do. Like, if I waited one more day, like, I would have had like a full-on kidney infection, and I probably would have been way more sick than I was. But yeah, I also forgot to mention that earlier, when my mom picked me up, I did throw up. I threw up like really slimy, yellow, phlegmy stomach acid, and so I did throw up before we went to the hospital. I was in rough shape. I was crying. I was just like, Mom, help me, I'm sick. Like, I was full on, like, I'm on death's row. Like, I was almost dead, I feel like. So yeah, we came home from the hospital and I feel tons better. I just feel really blah, and like, I don't really have, like, I don't know, I'm not happy. I'm not, obviously not happy, but I'm just kind of blah, and I'm cold still and shivery. My back still hurts a little. I still have a bladder infection. I have to start taking my pills tomorrow morning. But yeah, I just feel really blah. Obviously, I basically look how I feel. I didn't really want to do my hair and my makeup and get dressed for this video, because there's not really a point in doing that when I feel like crap. So yeah, this is what you get, guys. Very scatterbrain video, but it is what it is. I just wanted to give you guys all the information. I am okay. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. Hopefully I can find a way to take the pills. I do have a pill crusher thing where you put it in and then you spin it and it just like crushes the pills. So I'm gonna try to put it in some kind of food and take it, but if I know what's in the food, I probably just can't. So maybe I just don't know. I'm gonna have to try my best to take it, at least get a little bit inside me so it doesn't get worse. But yeah, that's how today went. I came home, took a shower, took a nap. Dan's mom brought over some more boxes. Yeah, I know, we have so many boxes, can't even see the floor. She's gonna bring some more tomorrow, and yeah. Caden is not here. He is still at my parents' house, obviously, from when she took him at the hospital. He's staying the night there so that I can just rest and get better, because like there's no way I can just take care of him when I'm like this. So I'm very thankful that my mom was able to take the day off work and watch Caden for me, because like I really don't know what I would have done if she couldn't have done that. But yeah, she said that they were having fun. She took him to the beach, he chased some seagulls, and he played on the equipment and got a bouncy ball and everything, and he was having a lot of fun. So I wish that she took the camera, but she didn't want to. So yes, that is what happened today. Dan should be back from work soon, and I'm just gonna go to sleep. So I will see you guys later. Don't worry about me, I am okay. I am okay. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and there'll be a normal vlog tomorrow unless I'm like crazy sick again. Then it'll probably just be a one take, but I feel like there'd be a normal vlog tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.